delivering true value, exploring great books from around the world. Hi, this is Sally's Book Club. Today, I'll be discussing the book Hidden Champions. Hermann Simon, a pioneer in globalization, is a renowned German management thinker. After nearly 30 years of studying small and medium enterprises, he coined the term hidden champions and is known as their father. Mm, mm. As we all know, Germany has giants like Siemens, Bayer, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Audi, leaders in their industries. But you might be surprised to learn that Germany also has many small and medium-sized enterprises that are world champions, dominating their niches. Yet, we rarely hear about them. Take Flexi, for instance. They make retractable dog leashes and control 70% of the global market. Or Jungbunzlauer, they produce citric acid, a key ingredient in every bottle of Coke you enjoy. Simon termed these SMEs hidden champions. His 30-year research shows they're Germany's secret weapon in global markets. Per the author, Germany boasts over 1,300 hidden champions, compared to just 68 in China. So, as a manufacturing giant, how can China's SMEs secure a spot in global competition? What can we learn from these hidden champions? Why are they so successful yet so secretive? Hidden Champions. The book lifts the veil on these secretive leaders. Now, I'll break down the book's key insights into 3 parts. Part 1. The 3 criteria for hidden champions. Part 2. The 2 key strategies of hidden champions. Part 3. 4 vital lessons from hidden champions. First up in Part 1, Simon outlines 3 criteria. Number 1, market leadership. Market leadership is holistic. It's not just about size, but leading in tech and quality. Plus, the power to set industry standards. Typically, hidden champions are global top 3 players or continental leaders in their niche. Criterion 2, revenue under 5 billion euros. Above that, they're large champions, not SMEs. These big companies, they've been studied inside out by scientists, analysts, shareholders, and journalists. They're famous worldwide, but compared to SMEs, they're totally different. So, they're not hidden champions. Even the biggest hidden champs, far from making the Fortune 500 list. They're often unknown to the public. Hidden champs, barely recognized by everyday consumers, which doesn't match their global leadership. Take Wanzong, they make shopping carts and airport trolleys. Hyman, they produce X-ray machines for luggage and cargo. And Delu, they supply adhesives for bank cards and passport chips. We're surrounded by their products all the time, but we almost never know their names. That's why we call them hidden. But why are they so successful and yet so secretive? One reason, their products usually aren't everyday consumer goods. Many of them deal with machines, parts, materials, or offer tech services. They're in the upstream stages. By the time products reach consumers, they're invisible. Another reason, they're just naturally quiet. Jim Collins, a big-name management expert from the US, compares company leaders to show horses and workhorses. Show horses? They're all about competing and showing off. The workhorses? They pull plows and work hard. Many hidden champ leaders are like that. They keep it low-key on purpose. We've covered the 3 criteria: market leadership, under 5 billion euros in revenue, and staying under the radar. Up next, part 2, the 2 big strategies, deep focus and global marketing. First up, deep focus. Big firms go for diversification, but hidden champs, they go deep, not wide. They're the classic hidden champs. Stick to one path all the way. Usually, they pinpoint their market exactly. One product, one market. Take dishwashers, you've got commercial and home ones. Commercial split into schools, hospitals, hotels, restaurants. Winterhalter Company. At first, they aimed at the whole commercial dishwasher scene, but found they were just a small player, under 5% globally. Later, they adjusted their strategy to focus solely on the hotel and restaurant market, becoming the top choice in that niche. Take Flexi. They only produce retractable dog leashes, but that single product has 300 variants and controls about 70% of the global market share. And they say, we only do one thing, but we do it best. Only through focus can you become world class. Who tries to win gold in both the 100-meter dash and the marathon? You'd fail at both. Some hidden champions even create their own niche markets. Niche is a transliteration from English, meaning a crevice on a cliff. A niche market refers to a narrow, concentrated gap within a larger market. In a niche market, hidden champions face no competitors. For example, Paul Shockamole, a world-class equestrian, specializes in breeding top-tier racehorses. But in this market, his company holds a unique position worldwide. Typically, a good racehorse starts at 50,000 euros at auction. Their top horses can fetch over hundreds of thousands, with the best valued at over €1 million. Focus leads to deep refinement and premium quality. 38% of hidden champions are genuine century-old companies. For instance, Faber-Castell, founded in 1761, produces about 2 billion pencils and colored pencils annually. Even Otto von Bismarck, the Iron Chancellor, used Faber-Castell pencils. Van Gogh also praised it for its famous black graphite. To ensure product quality, they established a 100 square kilometer plantation in Brazil to grow their own wood. Faber-Castell's approach is actually a common strategy among hidden champions, pursuing depth of processing, meaning keeping as many production steps in-house as possible. The industry average is 30%, but for hidden champions, it reaches 50%. For example, Enercon, hailed as the Mercedes of the wind energy sector, boasts an unmatched processing depth of 75%. While competitors happily buy and assemble, this company faithfully insists on manufacturing everything, not just turbines and blades, but even developing electric ships to transport their products. This allows Enercon to meticulously control every production step and detail. Superior product quality is the secret weapon that's kept hidden champions dominant for decades. That covers what hidden champions are about. The first pillar strategy is deep focus. Only through concentrated specialization can you become world-class. Though it narrows your market, globalization brings economies of scale. Even super niche markets have staggering global demand. Now, let's dive into the second pillar strategy, global marketing. Over the past decade, German-speaking hidden champions created over 1 million new jobs. Two-thirds of these are overseas, mostly in Asia. Hidden champions have transformed from local players into global powerhouses. They looked globally early on, moving beyond exports to building overseas subsidiaries for R&D and production, tailoring products to each market. Take Fuchs Petrolube, the world's largest independent lubricant maker with 52 subsidiaries across industrial nations. Its CEO, Manfred Fuchs, said, "Without early and persistent globalization, we'd never be this successful." For most hidden champions, China is indispensable. Not just a huge sales market, but a crucial production hub. Nearly all German hidden champions now operate in China. The German Chamber of Commerce warns, no SME can afford to lose its China business. China's concrete market exploded over the past decade, consuming 60% of the world's supply. Huntsmeister, once the world's top concrete pump maker, lost both China and its market leadership. Acquired by China's SNY Heavy Industry in 2012, lose leadership in the biggest market and you lose global leadership. The future trend, businesses and value chains, shifting to emerging Asian and South American markets. In global competition, hidden champions win with premium offerings. Never price wars. Higher prices signal higher quality. Their above average pricing plus dominant market share drives strong profits. Over the past 8 years, the average after-tax profit margin for Fortune 500 companies was 4.7%. But hidden champions They hit 8%. Yet, competitors from emerging nations are catching up in production and quality. Defending their price edge is now the toughest challenge for hidden champions. Meanwhile, developing countries have created ultra-low-cost markets, growing faster than premium segments and set to become massive soon. Take India's Tata Nano car. It made global headlines priced around 15,000 yuan. Globally, over 10 million budget cars have sold. Price is hidden champions' biggest weakness. Facing this, hidden champions must tighten cost controls. Global marketing also raises the bar for employee skills. Barth Haas Group, the world's top hops producer from Nuremberg, requires managers to speak 3 languages, calling it essential for global expansion. Global marketing is a long, hard journey. Its core lies in transcending cultural barriers to become global citizen entrepreneurs and employees. So that's the second pillar, global marketing. Focus and specialization, narrow markets, while globalization massively expands them. Vertical focus plus horizontal global reach. These twin pillars are indispensable for hidden champions. Now, part 3. 4 vital lessons from hidden champions. Customer intimacy, continuous innovation, effective management, and self-reliance. First, staying close to customers. Hidden champions are 5 times closer to clients than big firms. Smaller and nimbler, they forge tight bonds, delivering personalized, premium solutions. When buying from hidden champions, customers get more than products. They get deep problem solving. Jake Winterhalter Gastronomy, they don't just sell dishwashers. They provide water treatment systems, branded detergents, and 24/7 full-service support. In the hotel and restaurant dish cleaning market, they're the go-to choice. Customers buying entire systems from one supplier won't switch as easily as single product buyers. So, offering deep solutions effectively cements market leadership. To meet personalized needs, 75% of hidden champions use direct sales, even splitting into units dedicated to specific client groups. They build overseas subsidiaries instead of using agents, and top executives prioritize direct client contact. A U.S. auto paint shop had metal particles from workers' hair gel contaminating car finishes. When informed, Durr's CEO replied, "I know I visited that plant that used a competitor's equipment, unaware of this issue. We've solved it and will win next time." This billionaire CEO personally knew the problem and solution. Even while clients use competitors' gear, hidden champions stay close to become irreplaceable partners. Take Toyota and Trump. Toyota's the top car maker. Trump's a metal machinery hidden champion. If Toyota stopped supplying cars, consumers would just switch brands. But if Trump stopped supplying, most metal firms would collapse. This shows hidden champions' products are far less replaceable. Even in crises, this irreplaceability holds. Clients delay purchases but eventually buy. And that's lesson 1, customer intimacy. Next, lesson 2, continuous innovation. Many hidden champions were born from breakthroughs. For example, the world's largest lipstick manufacturer, Peter Wickler, boss of Wickler Company, used to work in machine tools. While touring an Avon Cosmetics factory, he saw most lipstick production was done by hand. He believed production could be better organized, so he invented a lipstick-making machine. Another example, Fred Bogdan had trouble walking his dog and wanted a flexible leash. Later, Flexi became the world's top dog leash producer. Combining market demand with tech breakthroughs, they turned chance innovation into growth. Innovation is key to survival. With tech evolving fast, companies that don't innovate risk elimination. For instance, in the 1960s, German typewriter maker Olympia was a world leader. But with the computer era, it gradually faded from the market. We started out in film development. The rise of digital tech hit them hard. So they innovated with new services like photo books, prints, and calendars. Today, they're Europe's biggest photo printing firm. Innovation is also the key to hidden champions' lasting edge. Hidden champions invest twice as much in R&D as others, with patents per employee 5 times higher than big firms. But patent application costs per item are only one-fifth of large companies. Combining patent count and costs, hidden champions are 25 times more efficient at innovation than big corporations. Your top managers play a crucial role as internal innovation drivers. For example, Reinhold of Walter Company, the leader in the global fastener market, during a construction site visit, Walter heard workers gripe about finding matching tools and bolts in a huge pile. Um, Innovative, simple solution. Walter thought to use colors instead of numbers, like painting all no 5 bolts and tools red so workers could spot them easily. A small fix solved a big headache. However, for leaders to drive innovation, they must deeply grasp the market, business, and tech. Innovation doesn't always need big budgets. Hidden champions shine at low-cost innovation, valuing talent over money. Hidden champions often innovate with small, specialized teams. Some R&D departments even have just one employee. But size isn't key. Excellence is. These small teams often include experts who've devoted their lives to refining products. These compact teams cut innovation costs while boosting efficiency. Hidden champions fiercely protect core technologies. For example, recent Tour de France winners all used carbon sports wheels. Their workshop has blacked out windows completely sealed off. Another case, sensor maker SIC set its Asian R&D center in Singapore because elsewhere their tech couldn't be safeguarded. Only a few innovations are major breakthroughs. Most innovations are continuous refinements, each tiny but together they create top-tier products. Hidden champions believe success isn't magic. It's about consistently doing small things better. That covers Lesson 2, Continuous Innovation. Next, Lesson 3, Effective Management. Hidden champion leaders average 20 years in role, nearly 4 times longer than big corporate execs. Becoming a global leader takes decades of effort. Management continuity is key. Their style blends authoritative leadership with collective participation. On principal issues, they switch to authoritative mode, meaning no debate, just execute the boss's orders. But on execution, employees get significant freedom, few rigid constraints. Hidden champions practice lean management principles. First, streamline structure. Classic functional orgs, one board plus core departments, simple, fast, agile. When scaling up, they shift to divisional structures centered on client groups. For new ventures, they spin off separate companies, decentralizing power to maintain focus. On the other hand, streamline business processes. Hidden champions don't focus much on business process formalities. They're eager to adopt new process management. They fully leverage advanced IT to manage global operations, making them leaders in decision-making technology. In 2010, IBG Group had over 70 subsidiaries globally with more than 2,000 employees. When making important decisions, the company stores the skills of its top 500 employees in a dedicated database. Decision initiators input keywords, and software matches them with employee skills, recommending and forming a decision-making team. Every subsidiary has video conference rooms that support multi-party connections, allowing decision-makers to contribute expertise from anywhere. Third, streamline management and staff. About 2/3 of hidden champions are family businesses. Their management has only a few people, each handling multiple tasks, hands-on, like one with 25 European sales companies managed solely by one owner. Additionally, the owner holds other key roles, and employees are mostly multi-skilled generalists. Hidden champions value high efficiency, have zero tolerance for slackers, follow the more work than people rule, and teams self-monitor. Slacking isn't easy at hidden champions. Employees show high loyalty and identity with low absenteeism and turnover, thanks to rigorous hiring. Hidden champions believe selecting the right employees is more crucial than training, so they invest heavily in hiring. For example, outdoor gear supplier Wanderlust only hires outdoor enthusiasts. Machine tool manufacturer, the boss of Hammer Company said if a newcomer doesn't fit in, they have to leave. Stable employees combined with comprehensive training ensure a strong talent pool and pass down experience and knowledge. That covers lesson 3, effective management. Next is lesson 4, self-reliance. First, in financing, hidden champions take DIY to the extreme. Self-funding is their primary source. They maintain high equity ratios, even during crises or downturns. Most don't need external funding. In the prosthetics field, hidden champion. Autobox CEO says, bankers keep pestering us for loans, but we don't need that much credit. They're skeptical of private equity funds too. Private equity focuses on short-term gains, which clashes with family firms' long-term vision. They're also deeply suspicious of going public. Over 15 years, stock markets have been too volatile, with all the reporting totally against their quietly make big money ethos. Finally, with their low profile, it's unclear if the market would even value them fairly. So, hidden champions stick to self-reliance in financing. Secondly, most don't outsource, fearing loss of uniqueness, quality control, or tech leaks. Thus, they prefer keeping core operations in-house. In global expansion, they build subsidiaries. Instead of using agents to connect directly with clients, location-wise, they embrace self-sufficiency. Most are rural-based, dominating globally from quiet corners. In idyllic countryside settings, tech-obsessed hidden champions work tirelessly on their craft. Most are the biggest local employers, bosses and workers alike. It's common for multiple generations from one family to work there, all locally born and raised. They have a DIY culture, doing everything themselves. R&D, production, funding, operations. They're conservative, deeply valuing tradition, stability, and independence. Thus, less affected by external shocks. Even crises don't stop their steady growth into hidden champions. That concludes the key insights from Hidden Champions. Hidden Champions. This book lifts the veil on these mysterious leaders. These market-leading SMEs, though unknown, are German manufacturing's secret weapon and globalization's vanguard. Hidden champion firms. Most stress their success isn't magic. It's about consistently doing small things better. All right, that wraps up our journey into Hidden Champions. Find the reading notes below the audio. See you tomorrow.